Hello and welcome to the Battlefield Top Plays. In this week's episode we have got 10 of the best infantry clips that I've had sent in over the past few weeks. As you can tell, this is a midweek episode. We do that when we have too many clips to showcase on the Sunday, so you get an extra episode in the middle of the week. I hope you guys are looking forward to EA Play that's coming up this weekend. So many awesome things are going to be showcased. Hopefully Battlefield 5 will impress all of us after that disappointing trailer. This episode is of course sponsored by Gamers Community. You can check out their Discord in the description down below and go and squad up with a load of players if you're looking to do so on their Discord. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right into it. Let's start out with Battlefield 3 and work our way up to Battlefield 1 in this week's episode. The first clip has been sent in by Scream, playing on, of course, Operation Metro, a real classic on Battlefield 3, and obviously it plays a lot better than the Battlefield 4 version of the map. We're going to be seeing some nice infantry plays with the M416 on the right hand side on a game of Rush, pushing towards these objectives. Scream is going to be taking out as many enemies as possible, finding some nice angles to start the clip off between this train carriage right here. As you can tell, the enemies have found their grenade keys and they're throwing all sorts of nades over the top of the train. It's a good idea to clear an area before pushing forward, which eventually he does, getting into a position where he can just demolish the enemy, going to this well-known camping spot to clear it out, because of course that gives you an extra position to get a flank on the enemies. As you see there, 2 taken down, and then turn around 180 and shoot these guys in the back. 2,300 points in the streak, gets rid of a load of enemies off Bravo objective before the nades start coming in again, tries to get as many taken down as possible before unfortunately getting lasered by a FAMAS. Nonetheless, nearly 3,000 points in the streak and a load of players taken down, adding to that 102-19 score. An incredible effort. Unfortunately, only one Battlefield 3 clip sent in today, but nonetheless we're moving straight over to another game that I really enjoy playing, Battlefield 4. This clip has been sent in by Hexa, playing with UMP-45 on Shanghai TDM. This is what this guy does, plays TDM, uses his very, very strong aiming skills to destroy pretty much anyone on the server. Doesn't matter who it is. He's got videos out where he's doing this to cheaters, which is kind of entertaining. Using the UMP-45 as well, not a weapon that I really get along with that well when I use it. It's pretty good, and it was when the game first came out, but to be honest, if I'm playing infantry, I'm forced to go for a weapon such as the AEK or the Ace-23. I have mixed it up recently, but the UMP is not a gun I use a whole lot. That being said, after seeing this video, I'm thinking of trying it out again because it's an absolute monster. So many players have been taken down. Hit reg is absolutely spot on from what I can tell. People are dropping perfectly. The UMP-45 putting in work. Hexa, of course, making use of that brilliant aim, showing everyone what he's made of. Repair tooling that guy who, I'm going to be honest, was probably AFK, or at least I hope he was AFK, because that was not a smart play. And then he needs some ammo. Good luck trying to get that off a teammate as we skip forward in the clip just a little bit. Approaching the main section of the map under this 2-story building, 2 players get destroyed. He is using this cover, his teammate unfortunately does not, throws a couple of nades to get rid of those enemies in the distance, or suppress them at the very least, and then pulls around this left hand side. A load of enemies, one gets demolished. A lot of people say that Hexa has no recoil and then they call him a cheater, but it's hard to understand why people do that. Recoil is something you can definitely control in this game, and you can also see the recoil if you look at the clip carefully and you can see him control it. Could it be a possibility that he has just learnt to control the recoil, all you people who are calling him a cheater? I don't know. Some people just jump to conclusions in this game. Nonetheless, a very nice streak, a whole load of players taken down, and a brilliant way to start a game of TDM. Sticking with Battlefield 4, we've got a clip sent in from Bartis playing on Operation Locker, starting the clip off with the M67 and then using the Scar. Now his aim is absolutely insane in this clip as he caps the central flag, racking up 1,400 points currently, gets the flag capped while setting to work on enemies around the edge of the objective, jumps down, a couple more taken down, racking up 2,500 points in total. A fantastic quick score streak. Thanks for sending it in. Amit can't play, Ace-23, Caspian Border. The reason I always enjoy Amit sending clips in from BF4 is because he always produces the goods on a map where not many others do. Caspian Border is a vehicle heavy map. Yes, the infantry's okay at times, but pulling off quick successive kills on a mode such as Conquest, on a flag such as Charlie, which is very open and often gets you spammed by an attack helicopter or a tank, is impressive to say the least. Using this Ace 23 as well, he's got himself some decent close range capability, but can also take care of the work at that slightly longer range. People say that's not a great thing in BF4. The fact that guns can do pretty much everything, every single range can be achieved with some of the assault rifles. But to be honest, it's just the way the game is. Every game has something about it. Battlefield 1 has incredibly easy sniper rifles and SMGs that up close will just demolish you, which is fine. I mean, you can get around that. But BF4 just has a different approach, and a lot of people prefer that. I think a mixture between the two would be ideal. Moving back to the clip, Amit has absolutely destroyed the enemy team, doing a great job so far. Making his way to the wall, he has got himself in a bit of a pickle, gets M98 B'd, and the streak is over. Now for possibly my favourite clip in the episode, a clip sent in from Sugar. He's going to be playing again on TDM, this time with the Scar H, a weapon that I really enjoy using just because it hits like an absolute truck. Slightly different to use to the AEK because it doesn't fire as fast, but damn, you will be effective if your aim is on point. And you'll see how effective this gun can be in this clip. So many enemies get absolutely destroyed. He doesn't even take damage for half of it because his positioning is so damn good and his speed is great. The enemies are mostly looking the other way as well, which people say often, well, your enemies are just noobs, but most of the time it comes down just to good positioning and knowing where the enemies are, making use of your minimap as well, which everyone gets access to. You just need to use it better than the other player. So far, so good. A whole load of players taken down. Good positioning, as I mentioned before, and this is where the onslaught really takes place. So many enemies are just pushing him. That guy's shooting the wall for some reason, and he makes his way up the stairs. That guy gets absolutely destroyed as he runs for cover. A quick 180 off the building, and 2 more taken down. He takes some damage for the first time in the game. Gets rid of the spawn beacon as well, which could have been left to farm a few more enemies close range, but he's looking to secure the win for his team and just destroy enemies. That kit switch to the F2000 proves very nice as he gets a couple more kills and then gets phantom bowed in the face. Unfortunate, but a very nice streak. Now for something a little bit different, a clip sent in from Scoper49 playing on Lankang Dam Conquest, but instead of going for a typical infantry streak, he's going to be pulling off something a little different. He's of course using the support class, and as you can tell, he's had a couple of kills with his M249, but that's not where the majority of the kills in this streak come from. He of course is going to be using his XM25 Dart, a gun that you never see used, and when you do see used, it's usually on locker by someone who barely gets a kill with it, but this is quite impressive stuff. I included it because the Dart is not really used that much in BF4. I'm not too sure why, because as you can tell from this clip, it's very, very effective. I just think people would rather use their primary weapon for this sort of stuff. Nonetheless, I had to include it because it's a very good defense of that part of the map, and I thought it was something just a little bit different. Moving over to Battlefield 1, as you could probably tell from the grenades, we're going to be looking at a game of operations brought to us by Kasatos. He has thrown a couple of nades in, got out his rocket gun. Now what he's doing at the minute is weakening the enemies in this part of the map. If you know this part of the map on Montegrappa, you want to be getting involved as soon as possible with your explosives just to push them out of the way. He then pushes in with his Model 10A slug and just demolishes everybody in his path. The stairs here are a massive choke point for the enemy as they have to push up them, which is incredibly difficult when everyone's on fire and you've got a dude with a Model 10A slug and an Obres standing at the top of the stairs. Everybody gets destroyed, a whole load of kills and a very nice push, getting the enemies out of the way. It's incredibly difficult to take that part of the map on operations when the enemies get a stronghold. Nonetheless, Kasatos made it look incredibly easy. Again, Battlefield 1 and a clip sent in from Thunder playing on Ballroom Blitz with the LMG 0818 low weight. He is going to be absolutely demolishing everybody in his path. This gun is awesome. It's like the Parabellum but with less recoil. Obviously slightly less powerful, but you hit more bullets in my opinion, so it can be incredibly decent to use, especially at these medium ranges, as you can see him using it now, dodging out of the way of a grenade. Still interested in taking those enemies down at the end of the corridor who are grenade crossbowing him. going to have to find a different way to take them down because he can't re-peek that as they are holding the angle. He finds himself a position, as we skip forward a little bit, where he can set up the bipod. This is a very nice position in case you didn't know of it on Ballroom Blitz. Sometimes you need to destroy the wall to make it that effective, and you can get yourself a position looking right down the corridor there and just cause absolute mayhem to the enemy. Usually after they've capped the flag, they'll make their way down that corridor, and that's where you pick up your kills. Then you push in exactly as he's doing and get yourself the cap.
I need ammo.
Control all objectives.
You got damage? I'll fix you up.
Next up, a clip sent in from Yen98. He is going to be playing on a game of operations, taking the sector for his team. I just love how aggressive this guy is with his SMLE and his M1911A1, causing absolute devastation to the enemy team. As you can tell, that quickscope right there was devastating to that player. His head got completely destroyed, and now he's pushed his way around the left hand side. As you can tell, a couple of guys on mortars there. He decides to go for the second guy who's standing up because he's more of a threat, before destroying pretty much everyone else with his M1911. Unfortunately, he does get taken out. He opts to go for the barbed wire back kill to finish off the streak, and then gets taken down. Nonetheless, a very nice sniping streak. Finishing off today, we have a clip sent in from Umar Kings. He's going to be playing with the sniper again, but this time it's the M1917 Enfield Silenced, a favourite of mine, and he's playing on, of course, the map with no cover, Galicia. This is a scout player's idea of heaven, as you just get so many free kills on enemies that just have nowhere to go, and as you can tell, he's racked up some serious points with that quick streak. Thanks for watching this week's episode. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. Of course, this is a midweek episode because I've got too many clips to showcase, and if you did send in your clips, they'll probably be in this Sunday's episode instead. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next episode.